What do you really learn at business school? It's a good question, and there are two answers: the practical and the more philosophical, and I'll go through both of them today. On a very practical level, at almost all business schools, you'll take a core of courses across a variety of disciplines that together could be called general management. So you'll take an operations course to learn about efficient process flows, whether that is understanding the effects of automating a manufacturing process, determining how many customer service specialists to staff at a call center, or trying to analytically determine how to get groceries to customers' doors, optimizing for routes, drivers, and more. You'll take a marketing class, which enables you to understand the 4 Ps: price, product, placement, and promotion. You'll better understand, often based on analytics, where your product fits in the market. So if you're bringing a new hot dog to market, is it all natural and thus more expensive? Can it be sold at grocery stores or maybe at high-end butcher shops? If it's the latter, more expensive, how big is the market for that? Is that a segment we want to pursue? These are the types of questions you'll learn to answer. And by the way, the hot dog example was actually my first year marketing final. So you'll learn operations and marketing. You'll also learn accounting and finance so that you can understand the numbers behind your products and your firm. Are you profitable? Do you need to be right now, or do you have the cash on your balance sheet to run a loss on your income statement? Can you invest in new marketing, new products? Can you finance that expansion or buy that competitor, or should you sell our firm altogether? And most programs have a core global economics class to contextualize where your firm is in the market, understand more than the microfinance to understand the macroeconomics. Through accounting, finance, and economics, you should have a strong sense of how companies perform and what they're financially capable of achieving in their market. And you'll also study organizational behavior, leadership, and communication, how to motivate individuals, and how to create environments that work well for groups, and even literally how to speak to internal or external stakeholders. As a manager, you might need to motivate real estate agents differently than software programmers. How do you create the incentives in workplace environments that enable others to respond and perform their best? Organizational behavior, leadership, these are often the critical first-year core lessons. Finally, most programs have core strategy classes, which is almost an umbrella class. How can your company align itself behind its goals? If our goal is to dominate the industrial demolition space in Cleveland, how can we establish that goal, speak to the market effectively, motivate our employees to achieve our goal, align our finances behind it, and more? In short, at most MBA programs, you'll gain a foundation in operations, marketing, accounting, finance, economics, organizational behavior, leadership, communication, and strategy, and graduate as a more complete manager. After that, you'll have the chance to specialize in one or more areas and to selectively take advanced courses in these fields or other areas of interest, like international business, technology, or even ethics, to either advance your curiosities or gain the intellectual background in an area to succeed in your career. That was a crash course, but I noted at the start of this video that there's a practical answer and a philosophical one. In teaching you these elements, MBA programs hope that you won't just learn how to operate these levers, but that you'll learn that philosophically, none of these disciplines exist independently, that they're all unified. When you make an operational choice, it affects marketing and vice versa, and it in fact affects the whole firm. So let's return to our high-end hot dog, all natural. If we go after that segment, we might need less manufacturing capacity than if we went after the lower priced and lower quality ingredient part of the market. If we need less manufacturing capacity because we're pursuing a niche, maybe that's less of a burden on our balance sheet. Maybe that allows us to invest in marketing. Maybe we can now do free product trials at many high-end supermarkets, or maybe we can return that money to shareholders or investors, or we can invest in machinery in another area. I don't mean to over-index on all natural hot dogs here. My point is that you leave business school with a perspective that says that many management decisions are broadly engaging your entire firm. And even if you're an investment banker or consultant, where you'll be working for a client, you still need to understand how their entire company works to advise them. Further, your work is still part of a strategy your company has created, and you need to motivate your teams to deliver to sustain your firm's finances. My second philosophical note: as I mentioned before, most MBAs say that years after they've graduated, that the enduring lessons from their education are not some formula to value oil futures or how to run a regression to predict the size of their market in 2036. They feel that organizational behavior/leadership lessons have been fully imbibed and that they've learned to maintain an awareness of others. They've learned to create environments that others want to engage with and that allows others to perform. For many, that is what they learn in business school, but a large group doesn't truly realize that until they've advanced in their careers and are managing their own group, division, or firm. So 20 years from now, you may truly understand what you learned in business school, but hopefully sooner.